life.
Stephen Paul Jobs was born in 1955. He was adopted by Clara and Paul Jobs when he was just a baby. Young Stephen was called Steve by his friends. He had a happy childhood living in San Francisco, California. Steve was very close to his father. I love you, Dad. I love you too, Steve. Steve and his father often worked together in their garage. Come on, Steve. Let me teach you about electronics. Ooh, what are we going to learn today? It's so interesting to learn about this with my dad. Today, let's work on fixing up this old radio. I can't do it. Sure you can. Just remember what I taught you and don't give up. Steve, do you want to come and play hide and seek? No thanks. I'm just going to work on fixing some things up in the garage. Steve had friends from school, but he was happiest when he was working on his own. As Steve got older, he got more knowledgeable about electronics with the help of his father.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I did it.
Your host
I got the old
for
TV
tonight's show.
working again. I knew you could do it. You are a natural. Steve was obviously very clever, but he hated school. Steve, are you listening to me? I don't hate school. It's just that I find it so boring sometimes. Steve, I feel like you are not listening to me. I am. It's just... Steve's parents were called to the school. Steve seems so bored in class, and he won't focus. How about we put him into a higher class that will be more challenging for him? No, he needs to stay in the right class for his age. Well, okay, he is a very intelligent boy, but he seems to prefer playing on his own rather than studying. Steve loved to play pranks in class, which sometimes got him into trouble. Who put my stapler in Jell-O? It was Steve. Steve, you are in big trouble. I will see you in detention later. When Steve was in high school, he met a man who would change his life forever. Hey, what's your name? My name is Steve Wozniak. What is your name? My name is Steve, too. How funny that we have the same name. So what do you do, Steve? I'm in college. What about you? What do you like to do for fun? Well, actually, I love playing with electronics. I know most people think it's boring, but I like it. No way. I love playing with electronics, too. What kinds of things do you build? Oh, you probably haven't heard of them. I like to play around with digital chips. You know, the parts that make electronics work. I can't believe this. I love hooking up digital chips. I do it all the time. I think we're going to be great friends. Me too. I have never met anyone who loves electronics as much as I do. Actually, not only did Steve Wozniak love electronics, but he was better at fixing them than Steve Jobs. Have you ever built a computer? No, I don't even know what that is. Don't worry, I'm going to teach you everything I know. Wow, thanks. After graduating from high school, Steve went to college in Portland, Oregon. I hope this is more interesting than high school. But he didn't like it, and he ended up dropping out of college. I have no idea what I am going to do with my life. Steve still went to classes from time to time, but he always chose creative subjects. Today we are going to study calligraphy. Wow. I love how beautiful that looks. It would be great if I could find a way to use that in electronic form. I have no idea what kind of job I want to do. You love computers. Why not look for a job that uses computers and electronics? Hey, that's a great idea. So Steve went to work for a company called Atari. He designed video games that people could play on computers. I'm sorry, I would like to resign. What? Why? I am going to India. To do what? I don't know. I just don't feel happy here. I need to find my purpose in life. He's crazy. Why would he give up his job to go on holiday to India? Wow. I've always wanted to see the Taj Mahal. I can't believe I made it to India. I love your country. I feel so at peace here. I'm so happy to hear that. What do you do in America? Nothing at the moment. I'm trying to find my purpose in life. I love India, and I have found peace. I'm ready to go back now and try to begin my life anew. So Steve returned to the U.S. to start his life. The only thing I really like to do is work with computers and electronics. I have so many ideas, but I can't do it alone. I need someone who can help me solve this problem. Steve, I just got back from India. I have an idea for a new computer, but I don't know how to make it work. I need your help. Sure, buddy, what do you need? I have this idea, but I don't know if it will work. And I don't have all the information to do it by myself. I need someone who is really great at building computers. Okay, let me come over to your house and we can talk about it. I came as soon as I could. Thanks, it's great to see you again, Steve. I want to build a new computer. Only big companies have them. Most people at home don't have computers because they are too big and difficult to use. I have this idea to make a personal computer that people can use at home, but I don't know how to build it. So you see, that's my problem. Okay, I see the problem. Why don't I help you? I am an expert in building computers, but I don't have as many good ideas as you do. I see, so if we work together, we can solve both our problems. That's right, I can help with the technical side, and you can work on the design. Let's do it. We don't have much money because we don't have jobs. We will have to work out of this garage as we can't afford office space. That's fine. We will just use what we can at the moment. We also need some money to buy the materials to make the computer. Do you have any ideas? I know. Why don't we sell some of our things so that we can use the money to buy more supplies? Great idea. I knew I could count on you. In order to make money, Steve and Steve decided to sell some of their things. I want to sell this scientific calculator. Sure. Why? What's wrong with it? Nothing. I just need the money. I love this calculator. I have had it since I was a boy. Well, don't worry. I will give you a good price for it. I'm going to sell my bus. It's the only way to make enough money to buy the parts we need. Are you sure? Both men worked day and night to build their first computer together. They worked all day long so that they could build their computers quickly before they ran out of money. I'm so tired. Do you think anyone will buy these computers? I'm sure they will. We just need to have faith in our ideas. You are so good at making the computers, so you can focus on that. Okay, what about you? I think I should focus on our marketing strategy so that we can get people to buy the computers. There's no use in having a great product if no one knows about it. You are absolutely right. Okay, you can start working on the marketing. We need to find a good name for our company. I wonder what we should call it. Well, I just started this new diet where I am trying to eat more fruit. Last week I went to an apple farm. The fruit was so crisp and delicious. Everyone loves apples. Then we will call it Apple Computers. We need to work out how much we are going to charge for these computers now. I propose $666.66 for each one. That seems reasonable. I agree with you. That will be our price. This is the Apple I computer. If it is a success, we might make more later, so this is the first model. Let's start selling them. I hope we make a profit. When Steve and Steve sold the Apple I, they made $774,000. Wow, we made it. It worked. The computer was a success, but we need to make a new one that is even better. I know. I will work on the design so that the next version is faster than the first one. Steve and Steve took the money they had earned and set up an office for Apple Computers. This computer will be our big break, Steve. I'm sure of it. Yes, we just need to keep going. Steve and Steve launched their new computer, called the Apple II. They hoped it would be a big success. I can't believe this is happening. I know. I never saw this coming. Not once. We made $139 million from the Apple II computer. I don't know what to say. We did it. We built the best computers in the world. Now so many people can own their own computers because of us. Steve and Steve became millionaires thanks to the sales from the Apple II computer. Before Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak worked together and pooled their talents, people rarely had their own computers. Now many people could buy one, and it forever changed the way the world worked. Working as a team, Steve and Steve encountered many problems. However, they solved them one by one through hard work and cooperation. Eventually, they came up with one of the most innovative companies in the world, Apple. A problem shared is a problem solved.
Like